Well, I started doing this, and then the phone rang and it cut it off, so that's probably just a snippet in the phone system now. Anyhow, here we are, 13.1, 13.2. This thing is with the system on. So this thing, even though my system is on, and I've got pretty much everything on in that, you know, I don't have a lot in there. Radio, lights, a little TV monitor. I can pretty much engineer things down. I mean, with the way the electronics are today, geez, you just buy it off the shelf. I don't have to do any engineering. I just buy little pieces to kind of monitor what I'm doing. It's a little bit off, doesn't matter. The ice is still cold enough for the water to drop. As it drops, it warms on the roof, hits the air, which is still colder than freezing, and it freezes on the way down, and that's what happens here. Kind of cool, little nature. This thing is pretty well, just a little bit of dirt, but for the most part, nothing on it. You can kind of see where. Went through there, you see where some tree lines are. In fact, if you look at one of those sun paths, it pretty much shows that these trees and where that sun is at different parts of the year. So it could be like here, 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 which is kind of where we are. So we got a little bit of shade, this right here, but right now I'm at 13.2. Now if I turn off my system, I just shut it here if I got hurt anything. I'm not using that much power. I mean, 200 watts, think about that. As long as I don't have any peaks over 200 watts, I'm okay. And that's going up a little bit higher, 13.3. We can sit here and watch it all day, but it's, you know, it's even going to charge more into those two batteries. And I could have a whole little system out here in the middle of nowhere, and if you wanted to, you would make it so that the battery, the solar panel size, is long enough or wide enough. The array is big enough to take a peak power on your well, your pump. And that pretty much would be all you need out here. And then a battery supply. In the wintertime, you could have a backup generator, or you could have a wood stove. I don't know, maybe you could have a wood stove generator, but that'd be kind of a lot of wood. You know, the BTUs aren't there to make a to make the steam. And even that, they'd use coal. Why not use coal? There's so much coal up here. Just probably go get a pickup load of coal out from the mountains. You won't disturb anything. We're going to be here for thousands and thousands more years. Anyhow, there's the sun. Giving energy today. I just don't want to lose a moment under it. And I thank you for whoever, God. Look how bright that is. Look, it's almost radiant. Look at that. It's like that is so part of God. So much part of God that you can't. And look at the trees in between. Look at the, you know, fractoids of nature. I mean, look at that. Everything. God's just sitting there telling you, hey, you know, there's only really one way. Hey, there's water dripping on my... I'm right underneath the... dripped right on there. See that? Oh, I love God. I just love nature. I just love this planet. And I'm not going to stay here long. I mean, I got other places to go. But you know what? I've enjoyed my visit. I really have. I got to thank you for it. My parents. And I ain't leaving yet, so don't think I'm getting weird on you. I'm just saying, I just think nature is perfect. And when you start realizing that and live within it, it's like, you know, I'm kind of poor by their standards, by $1 in my pocket standards. Though I do have, oh, I left it in the house. I'll have to go back and get it. My ounce of silver, because I wouldn't give it. I wouldn't take any more, because I'm not going to betray anybody. Anyhow, enough of my babbling. With the radiant off of there. Now, of course, I've talked long enough so we can get back to the, what do we got here? 13.4. So it's building right now. So you get your electricity through the day, and then you have enough toward night for night. And you can do it up here. You can make this world, and it's clean. Look at the air. Do you see how clean it is? I'm not enhancing this or anything. There's no smog. I love it, you know, and you guys got to get to the same way. Wherever you are on this planet, you have to get this way. You have to have it nice and quiet. Now, of course, I have to tell you, the snow does, and who knows what's down in these particles, which I used to just eat it all the time, but I won't do that anymore because I don't know if what the heck's in there, because I can see particles. And I'm just saying that, you know. There's things in that snow. And it kind of irritates me because I like really clean snow. But anyhow, it's still beautiful. Even with those things that we goof up. And here's how I look at global warming. Man, that particle right there is man-made. That affected the climate a little bit. But only, like, how much? Where's the next thing it affected? Everything else is pretty much the same. And I know where you are, many of you are down there. You're in an area that's got filthy air. But you're going to have to clean your own area. You're going to have to clean your own air. And you can't do it by depriving poor people of food and water, pumping of water energy for their daily lives while you're around flying around in your jet planes. So anyhow, I'm going to stay up here. I ain't moving, except for a couple secret missions outside, which ain't so secret to people that need to know. That's okay. Love y'all. And I've rambled on enough.